So I kind of noticed one thing. My video hasn't even been up for a straight hour yet here's Pyro right here stalking me. See it is? Yo, he be waiting for me to mess up. Why don't it feel like somebody's watching me? All right, guys. So first of all, before I even get into what this video is all about, um, I kind of had to laugh because I noticed that after I saw that response that Pyro did, I'm like, dang, man, less than 20 minutes and he already on my page, huh? Stalking me much. But here's the funny part. Here's the funny part. I looked at his page, right? And you guys remember how Pyro always had that list on his page? Well, remember how it said PlayStation exclusives for 2001? Yeah, he noticed that it's starting to get a little small. So he decided to go ahead and take and add and 2012 on there. That's funny because he realized his list is getting a little too small. That's sorry, I had to laugh at that. I thought that was like hilarious. Anyway, so without further ado, let me go ahead and jump over to another video here. I actually ran into a guy named Grandmasterhack who went ahead and made a video response to me, and he was without a doubt very respectful. I have to give him love for that. I'm always about respect. He definitely gave respect, so I'm going to give him respect in return. Now, I didn't really want to touch on this subject anymore for a while now, but I'm not saying that he drugged me here, but because of the fact that he was respectful, I'm going to go ahead and give him. I'm going to go ahead basically and just talk to him about this. Now, he actually brought up a really good point. Now, first of all, he brought up the math part. Let me go ahead and get that math right. Basically, he wanted me to alliterate more on. Remember, I talked about the math in my first response to Dr. Trayel. Yeah. So what happened was, this is what he said. He wanted to know more about the math, and this is what Trayel said. He said that the double layer discs on a Blu-ray, right? He said it's 50 gigabytes. It holds a maximum of 50 gigabytes, and the movies there are 30 and above. And then he also turned around and said a single one is 25 gigabytes, and it holds between 5 to 23 movies. Now, the thing is that I don't understand how his math was a little bit incoherent, if you will, because of the fact that how can he say 30 and above in one part, but then give a ballpark of, what do you say, 15 to 23? That doesn't really add up. But, I mean, that was irrelevant because of the fact that he also turned around and said that Batman Begins, which is on a double disc, by the way, was actually 23 gigabytes. Well, wait a minute. Now that doesn't make any sense because you just said 30 gig. It was a double disc movies, layered movies, excuse me, not double disc, double layered, are I'm getting Blu-ray confused with Xbox 360 games. Anyway, there you go, PlayStation fans. I thought I'd throw you a bone there. Anyway, so that's the thing. He's like, well, he said the double layered discs on the movie are usually 30 gigs, or excuse me, the movies are 30 gigs and above, but then he turned around and said that Batman Begins is only 23 gigs, Well, I'm like, well, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense because you just said one thing and now you're saying another. Not only that, but now you're stating that what do you say? But now he's stating something that he can't really prove because of the fact that last time I checked, he never showed me proof of the fact that he actually has a Blu-ray drive. And I was like, okay, that's interesting, But anyway, that was pretty much the math part that I was referring to. So, basically what I mean by Blu-ray drive is you would, in order to go ahead and find out if you have how big a movie is on a Blu-ray, you actually have to go ahead and look at it on a Blu-ray drive. Number two, even if you did do that, you would not be able to find out. And quite frankly, after looking at some of his videos and how extremely low tech he is, to the point where he's done nothing to prove that he knows anything about video, it's kind of like, dude, what are you talking about? But anyway, long story short, that's pretty much what I was talking about there. Now, I want to go on to your video that you actually talked about, and I really liked the video, and you made a really strong point, and I love that. You made a point about how games such as, I'm going to say Metal Gear, games such as, I'm sorry, let me put you on hold for 1 minute, man. I just want to tell you guys something really funny. So, SDK, I think, what is it, SDK, JJSK, I think it is, and Pyro, right? When the Metal Gear Solid games were announced for the Xbox 360 as well, boy, did the Sony Defense Force go into overdrive. Boy, they made sure they dropped videos, dude. It was so funny. They dropped videos that was like, hey, you guys are missing this for this one, so yeah, yeah, you guys are missing this one, missing this one. You know, I thought it was funny. I personally thought it was real funny. But anyway, so you know, what was I saying? Okay, so he was talking about like he was talking about one particular types of games. No, excuse me, the particular types of games that actually have prestige editions and also games that are really popular, such as Modern Warfare 3, which he does have a point. Now, here's the thing: I think my problem personally is this. I think that I do too much proving that I'm right and not enough talking about what could become of this, how this could benefit you. I think that's the problem. So, after looking at your video, I was like, well, he has a good point, but, and then that's where I figured my own fault. So I do apologize for that to all my viewers. And, excuse me, let me go ahead and kind of explain it. Now, what he was talking about this, he said that a lot of people go out there to the midnight launches, like I did with Mortal Kombat, and they go ahead and they buy the game, right? So he was also talking about some people also go ahead and get the prestige editions. Now, at no point did I ever tell you that you wasn't going to get like the box art. Yeah, you're going to get the box art, man, just not on the box. I mean, look at Steam. I get the box art all the time. In fact, the box art is actually better than it actually is on the actual game. But I mean, you get that, but you also get more than that. Let me go explain a little deeper here. I'm going to explain it via the way that you actually was talking. One of the things that you were talking about, which is in fact prestige editions. So let's imagine that your prestige edition includes a booklet, and this booklet is an art booklet. And it also, let's say it also adds in a remote control helicopter. I want one. So here's the thing. Now with the booklet, mind you this, you wouldn't get a physical booklet. Instead of that, you would actually be getting a digital booklet, which is essentially, in this case, we'll just say a PDF or maybe even a program with a whole bunch of images on it, right? Now, let me explain to you why this could be better. Now, imagine this. Yeah, you might like holding the physical book, but the thing is that when it comes to a physical copy, sometimes the producers will go ahead and limit what you have. So imagine it has only 10 pages in it, and each of them has a piece of art on each side of it. Now, most likely one or maybe two of those pages won't have anything on it, maybe just a written something. So you'll probably get about it'll go from 20 art things to 16, right? Because of the fact that, the first and last page usually doesn't have art on it. So with that being said, though, that's because you had a physical copy. And because of the fact that to save money, they wanted to go ahead and just, give you only 10 pages. But with a digital version of it, not only would you get all the art that you get, but remember, it doesn't cost money to make a digital version. Therefore, you could get, instead of 16 images, you can get 116 images just because it is free to go ahead and put those things on a PDF or on a program they can easily make just to go ahead and allow you to watch watch the images, maybe with, music in the background, it's, just, I mean, like a, what do you call that? Like you know what I'm talking about with those things where the pictures go after a couple of seconds. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so I'm sorry, dude. That's low tech. I don't remember what that's called. I'm still trying to think of it too. Anyway, so that's one thing, okay? So now for the helicopter. Now I know you're saying, well, the helicopter you can't get digitally. Well, no, you can't. But you also got to understand that when you get a game, you already register a product. You don't know you register a product, maybe, but I'm gonna give you a prime example. EA, yeah, you register with them, bro. You register with them. You don't know you register with them, but believe me, if your information is already tied to their website, which in most cases it already is, despite if you do or do not know that. Yes, you will get the helicopter already in the mail. Think about that. You will get helicopter in the mail within 3 days. That gives you time to actually play the game, and in 3 days, take a break and fly the helicopter into someone's window. That sounds like fun, right? I mean, that's pretty much it. Instead of even though it sounds like you're losing box art and you're losing things like that. You're not only getting that, you're just not getting a box and you're not getting a physical booklet. But in exchange, you're also getting your horizons pretty much broadened because you can get other items that in normal cases people won't bother with. But because it's a digital copy and people they can do this for free now, they would offer you more. A prime example of that Let me go ahead and kind of look towards the PlayStation 3 as a prime example of what I'm referring to. For those who know, now I want to give some love to Uncharted. Now, I know right now PlayStation fanboys are like, yeah, I know what he's getting at. I know what he's getting at. And also God of War, you know. Now, right now, the fans are like, yeah, I know what he's just about to say. And yes, if you actually look on those discs, I'm not sure about God of War 3, but I'm talking about God of War, the collector's HD collector's edition. If you look on those discs, you get a lot of extras. Now, those extras are a small part of what I'm referring to. You would actually get extras like that, more extras like that. Why? Simply because, well, I know it's that part is like good for because it's on a Blu-ray disc. But also what I'm saying is, sorry, I just realized the fact that these discs have extras on it proves my point regarding. Anyway, sorry, whatever. That conversation's long gone. Anyway, what I'm saying is this. You'll get those kind of extras and much, much more. I don't know about you guys, but I love the extras that was located on Uncharted 2. I was watching the extras a lot. I think I was watching the extra videos I'm referring to. I think I was watching them more than I was actually playing the game. But, you know, and the game is great, by the way. So that's basically it. So by all means, that's pretty much what I'm talking about. You're not losing. Only thing you're losing is a piece of plastic. But what you're gaining is a lot more memorabilia than, you know, other things have. And then you have the option of actually printing it out if you want to. You have the option of printing it out. Or, you know, yeah, you do. Not only that, but you could actually, for example, if you own a Mac right now, you could actually take those pictures and turn them into your own booklet if you want to. Because I know I can do that with regular pictures. So you can take the pictures that are located on there and make your own and send it into Apple, and they'll actually make a booklet out for you. You got to pay some money, but you got to make your own booklet. I'm just saying. It works out, guys. It's not digital distribution. It's not, repeat, not, one more again, not the end of the world. It's just beginning of a new one. That's all it is. Don't look at it like you're losing something, because you're not. You're not losing anything. In fact, well, except the piece of plastic, but in fact, it's more so that you're gaining. Don't look at it like a loss, but look at it as a gain, and you will be gaining.